Hi, I'm Sarah Megginson, Finder's Senior Editor of Home Loans, and over the 15 years I've spent writing about real estate, I've seen some pretty wild things. But what we're seeing in the current housing market is nothing short of infuriating. Incredible? It depends on who you are, really. Thanks to COVID, lots of people have finally saved enough money for a deposit. Auctions are packed out and prices are higher than ever. It is without a doubt a seller's market. Thankfully, for me anyway, that's exactly who I'm here to talk to today. If you're planning on selling your house in the near future, stick around for some tips on how you can potentially add tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to its value. These are simple, practical tips that almost anyone can follow. Let's dive in. Oh, just one more thing before I get started. This video is produced in partnership with Hum, the buy now, pay later provider that offers limits of up to $30,000 and payment times that are anywhere from 5 fortnights to 5 years, always interest-free. Okay, let's get started. First up, spend some time and money sprucing up the outside of your home. Give it a fresh lick of paint in a neutral colour and add some plants or new grass if it's lacking a little greenery. Repair any broken gates or fences and pressure wash your driveways or paths. It's so common for prospective buyers to drive past a property before they check it out inside. It's their first impression and you want it to be a good one. Next up, look at installing solar panels. More and more buyers are looking for green energy and research shows it can add value. A study by Origin Energy found that 77% of Aussies would value a home higher if it had solar. You can also get government grants to lower the cost, and there are heaps of ways to spread the upfront expenses out, which we'll talk about later. Casting our eyes down, take a closer look at your floors. Take this one for instance. This looks good to me, but dirty carpets or damaged flooring can quickly turn a buyer off. At the very least, get your carpet steam cleaned or your wooden floors re-varnished. If your carpet's beyond a quick fix, consider laying down a new one. The same goes for laminate. It's not too expensive and it really freshens the home up. Absolutely, one of the most important things you can do when selling a property is to upgrade the kitchen. For lots of people, it's the heart of the home, and a beautiful kitchen can boost how much someone is willing to pay for your property. We spoke to several buyers agents who said a brand new kitchen could add up to 3 times the amount you spent on it. Even if you can't afford a full refit, things like fresh splashbacks and new cabinet doors can make a world of difference. Now this next one can be controversial because there isn't much data to prove that aircon or heating systems always add value to your home, but they do attract more interest. It's also more likely to add value in certain areas. So if you're in Queensland or Western Australia, aircon is really popular, whereas heating systems will add value in those chillier regions like Victoria and Tasmania. Finally, and this one probably works better for sellers who aren't in a rush, but it might be worth rethinking your floor plan. If your property has plenty of space to reconfigure the walls and add another bedroom, that could lead to tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in value. Be careful though, the expensive renovations may be wasted if you squeeze a tiny bedroom into an already cosy home. So I know what you're thinking, how are you supposed to afford all of this before you've sold the house? Well, there are ways, including personal loans, credit cards, and bigger buy now, pay later providers, like the sponsor of this video, Hum. As I mentioned before, you can spend up to $30,000 with participating retailers, and there are more than 20,000 of them to choose from. You can then spread that cost over a longer period of time, anywhere from 5 fortnights to 5 years, and it's always interest-free. Partners range from solar panel providers and air conditioning companies through to hardware stores and homeware stores. While there are startup costs, monthly fees and potentially late fees, you won't be slugged with any interest, ever. That means as soon as you sell your home, you can pay off the full balance without being hit with any penalties. I know that's going to sound like a bit of a sales pitch, and I suppose it is, but they really are worth a look if you're thinking about doing some improvements before you list your home for sale. You can learn more about Hum by clicking the link below. Remember, terms and conditions will apply, so make sure to read the fine print before you start shopping. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment below. I'll be responding over the coming weeks, so don't be shy.